Dell PCs with Intel inside are built for the moments that matter, for the moments you plan and the ones you don't. Built for the busy days that turn into all-night study sessions, the moment you're working from a cafe and realize every outlet's taken, the times you're deep in your flow and the absolute last thing you need is an auto update throwing off your momentum. That's why Dell builds tech that adapts to the way you actually work, built with long-lasting battery so you're not scrambling for the closest outlet, and built-in intelligence that makes updates around your schedule, not in the middle of it. They don't build tech for tech's sake, they build it for you. Find technology built for the way you work at Dell.com/DellPCs. Built for you. This is Optimal Living Daily, Permission to Be, and Leaning into Life, both by Angelina Lee of ExploringPlanB.com, and I'm your narrator, Justin Malik, reading you articles every single day of the year. Sometimes 2 articles in one episode, that's the case today. So without further ado, let's get right to it as we optimize your life. Permission to Be by Angelina Lee of ExploringPlanB.com. Quote, "A man who wants to lead the orchestra must turn his back on the crowd." Max Lucado. Have you ever wondered what life could be like if you turned your back on the expected? As a society, we have created, accepted, and followed certain norms. We have come up with a definition of success that entails so much more than being able to meet our own needs. We have created badges of honor, and we call them busyness, exhaustion, and excess. We say to ourselves that we must do all the things to reap all the rewards, and that we must burn ourselves out in order to do it right. A slow simmering of unfulfillment from within gradually leads to a tumultuous and rapid boiling over of discontent, anxiety, and despair. I was unhappy with what my life looked like. This led to anxious thoughts about what course my life should follow. This, in turn, led to complete and utter despair, as my instinct was to believe that I was failing at keeping up. I was failing at being able to do it all. I was failing at life. Mind you, if you asked me then to identify exactly what I thought I was failing at, I likely would have explained some version of my life that I was programmed into believing was the only mark of success. Over time, after much wrestling with fear, I've come to realize that the life that I'm crafting looks a lot different to the life that I had mapped out for myself so many years ago. The life that I thought would have been most pleasing to those around me. The life that would have signaled success to myself and to the world. Over time, after much longing for peace in my inner being, I have come to realize that it is possible to be happy. It is possible to take time for myself. It is possible to live the life that makes me feel truly alive instead of merely marking my days. I recently had a conversation with a friend who left her corporate career to follow her passion. In that conversation, she said to me that she never knew that it was possible to be so happy. Sadly, far too many of us have yet to experience this level of fulfillment. The fact is that we crave validation. We need to know that our decisions will please those around us. We need to know that we are in alignment with the norms that we have unknowingly created and accepted. But the truth is that there can be no true fulfillment outside of finding our purpose and living our lives in a way that brings joy to ourselves and to those we meet. You need no validation to do what you feel called to do. You need no validation to be who you were called to be. You need no validation to follow your dreams and live the life that you want to live, regardless of the expectations that others may have for your life. But if after all is said and done, you still believe that you need someone to accept or approve your decision, then here it is. I give you permission to be. Leaning into Life by Angelina Lee of ExploringPlanB.com. Quote, "Life, if well lived, is long enough." Seneca. I've always had this picture in my mind of what my life would look like. My life would be marked with great success, a testament to many years of hard work. My life would look seamless, with every detail fitting into a neat little box of accepted standards. My work would be enjoyable and its impact would be far-reaching. But this picture only captured big things. The reality is that I have worked hard, I've achieved a measure of success, and I have enjoyed the work that I do, and yet these very things have created a life of obligation, expectation, and overwhelm. We easily find ourselves stuck in a cycle of responsibility and productivity, and we become enslaved by the mundane. We fall victim to the trap that tells us that we must choose function over creativity, that we must be worn thin in order to have worth. In turn, we begin to feel like we are somehow lacking purpose, lacking meaning, lacking fulfillment. And so we look to the future for reassurance. We look to the next big event in our lives, our next vacation, our next family gathering, our favorite holiday or season. We tell ourselves that we must endure the everyday humdrum today so that tomorrow we live our best life. But life has so much more to offer to us. Instead of merely moving through the motions and living our lives from one big moment to the next, we can lean into life and discover the beauty that lies in the everyday moments, in the unremarkable events that, for the most part, fill our days. When we learn to truly live each moment that is gifted to us, a new level of freedom is attained. Freedom to revel in the simple moments, freedom to pause and to reassess the course that our lives have taken, freedom to choose to find joy in each insignificant moment and to inspire others to do the same. When we become attuned to the blessings that surround us, to the abilities that we take for granted, and to the opportunities that could lie in wait if we could only look past what we have always pictured our lives should look like, we change our mindset. The mundane things that we first thought had enslaved us evolve to become the very things that we appreciate most. The next time you feel trapped, stuck, or otherwise uninspired, take a walk outside. Feel the breeze gently caress your face. Listen to the silence that only nature can harmonize and lean fully into the moment. The next time you feel overwhelmed, insufficient, or lost, close your eyes. Feel your chest move gently with each breath that you take. Silence the mind and rest in the knowledge that you are not what you do, but that you are enough. The next time you feel like your life is passing you by, pause. Look around you and choose to feel alive in the moment, knowing that you will never live this exact moment again. A life filled with these moments of gratitude, peace, and appreciation will equate to a life well lived. You just listened to the posts titled Permission to Be and Leaning into Life, both by Angelina Lee of exploringplanb.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. Tax season is one of the only times we look at our full financial picture, but Monarch helps me see where my money's going and where a tax refund will have the biggest impact because I want to make progress, not just wonder where it all went. Simplify your finances with Monarch. Monarch is the all-in-one personal finance tool designed to make your life easier. It brings your entire financial life, budgeting, accounts and investments, net worth, and future planning together in one dashboard on your phone or laptop. Feel aware and in control of your finances this tax season and get 50% off your Monarch subscription with code LIVING. What I love is that Monarch keeps me focused on hitting real milestones, not just tracking spending. Its AI insights even surface hidden patterns, so I'm always planning ahead. Achieve your financial goals for good with Monarch, the all-in-one tool that makes money management simple. Use code LIVING at monarch.com for half off your first year. That's 50% off at monarch.com, code LIVING.
You know you need fiber for a healthy gut, but do you actually know how to get it? Quaker's been serving up fiber since 1877, with over 100 great-tasting, good source of fiber options to choose from. Whether you like old-fashioned oats, instant oatmeal, granola, or oatmeal squares, Quaker makes it delicious. So good. Get your fiber with Quaker. Shop Quaker's good source of fiber products at a store near you.
Thank you to Angelina. I thought these went together pretty well. The first one talked about this idea that we've created these badges of honor around busyness and exhaustion, which is definitely true. I think most people can relate to that. There's this unspoken message everywhere that if you're not hustling all the time and doing all the things, you're somehow not doing it right. And it takes a while to even notice that we've bought into that. And our second article kind of expands on that. Once you step back from it all, what do you actually replace it with? She's saying it doesn't have to be something huge. It's more about paying attention to the everyday moments, the ones that don't seem all that special, because those are most of the moments we actually have. I think that's something we hear about on this show a lot in different ways, whether it's gratitude or mindfulness or just slowing down. It pretty much comes back to the same thing. The life you're looking for is probably more available to you right now than you think. And I have to keep reminding myself of that too. It's easy to fall back into the grind mentality without realizing it. So today, maybe just pick one moment, something small, and actually be in it. So thank you to Angelina for the reminder, and thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow as usual, where your optimal life awaits.